Red Knight begins chasing Kong and Tangerine through the city, crashing through walls and leaping onto the rooftops, making it impossible for them to leave the warrior behind. If they want to escape, they're going to need a plan, so Kong decides to change the girl for a straw man to give Tangerine a chance to get away while he distracts the Knight. When Kong is finally cornered, the Red Knight falls for the trick and grabs the decoy, giving Kong the chance to hit him on the head and break the helmet, surprisingly revealing Guan's face underneath. Furious, the Red Knight gets ready to kill Kong, but before he can land the final blow, Tangerine comes back and shouts for him to stop. The Knight turns his attention toward Tangerine, ready to kill her first, but at that moment the sun finally sets and the Knight loses control, allowing Kong and Tangerine to escape. While Kong writes all this down, Guan approaches him from behind, and as he has visions of chasing Kong and Tangerine in the story, he finally throws a projectile to knock Kong out. Then he comes closer to finish the job as he sings the lullaby he made up for Tangerine when she was a baby, as if trying to justify his actions, which also matches the lullaby that Kong heard. But before he can land the final blow, Guan hears someone singing the lullaby too, which should be impossible because it never left the family. By following the sound, Guan finds the kid that is doing the singing, but in his desperate begging and shaking he scares the poor boy away. Guan chases after him as he continues to see visions of Kong and Tangerine in the story from the point of view of the Red Knight, but the boy manages to escape, and Guan ends up in a bar instead. To his surprise, Tangerine's kidnapper is there with some friends, and the man asks everyone to help him beat up Guan as revenge for what happened in the truck. Using his throwing powers with some pool balls, Guan easily defeats them all and shakes the kidnapper until he confesses what happened to Tangerine. She had been one of his first jobs and he had only been a newbie back then, so when he used a sedative to shut her up, he used the wrong dose. Tangerine didn't wake up and the kidnapper left the sack with her body in the middle of the hills. Overwhelmed by pain and grief, Guan tries to kill the kidnapper, but Ling shows up with a bunch of guards and stops him by knocking him out. Moments later, Guan wakes up in Ling's car and hears Ling's attempts to comfort him rather poorly, which she's doing only because Li Mu asked her to, since they can't lose Guan. Ling explains that the kidnapper